Hey guys, Jake Baldino for gameranx.com here. Now I'm going to take this opportunity and use this little platform I have to talk about Daredevil and how much I love him and how awesome the new Netflix show is. I know a lot of you guys are probably excited about it, so I figured let's try and skew Daredevil towards video games. I think Daredevil could totally use a video game. Well, of course, yes, he might not translate perfectly well to a video game. I sat down and I tried to brainstorm some ideas to just make him relevant in a game. Because right now you really can't get Daredevil in video game form that much. I actually looked it up. Okay, so it looks like you can play as him in Lego Marvel Superheroes, which means nothing to me. Marvel Heroes, he is one of the first playable characters, so that's pretty cool. You get to play as him, and he can use a whole bunch of different types of different outfits. But other than that, that's really about it. He shows up in, Marvel vs. Capcom in the background. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, he was one of the coolest characters, but I'm scrolling through here, and it's pretty pathetic. He's not really in anything. He was in the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game, which I forgot about. That's pretty cool. But other than that, there was really nothing. There was a Daredevil Man Without Fear video game for PlayStation 2 and Xbox, I believe, that was canceled. It looked kind of cool, I guess. You ran around and you punched people, but it didn't really seem like it had a lot going on, and maybe it was rightfully canceled. But let's think about Daredevil. Let's think about the character, the Man Without Fear, the Avenger of Hell's Kitchen. What can he do in a video game? Now, of course, the easiest thing to say is make an Arkham-style game. Put Daredevil in New York City and give him Arkham-style gameplay. And I say yes and for that. Okay, by day, you play as Matt Murdock, the lawyer, the blind lawyer from Hell's Kitchen, the guy who goes around and fights for justice for the innocent in the court of law, and make that like L.A. Noire. Make it like a game where you have to actually walk around, well, not really tap around because he's blind, and talk to people and investigate and use a notebook and think of clues and use Daredevil's, extreme hearing to listen to people's heartbeats and tell if they're lying. It could basically be the superhero version of L.A. Noire, which could be a lot of fun. And it would be really cool to affect the night gameplay where it's like Arkham Knight where you roam the city and beat people up. It would be really cool if they tied into how well you did during the day and how you solved crimes. You take things from that and it affects the gameplay at night. Like, for example, a certain court case will affect a mission objective at night depending on a guilty or innocent verdict. And Daredevil is cool. Yes, of course, he's a lot like Batman, but he's a little bit different than Batman considering he's even more grounded. He doesn't have a grappling hook. He does have ropes and things he can swing around with, but he's not like this fantastical gliding, flying character. He's on the streets. He's climbing up to the rooftops and he is getting down and dirty. And I think that's where the combat can really reflect that. Especially with the new Netflix series when he's like breaking bones and popping shoulders out of people's skins and stuff. Holy shit. I was also trying to think of a way to use fear and intimidation in gameplay, but that's kind of tricky. But we've seen it in other games where you interrogate people, and I think those type of systems would work really well for a Daredevil game. I also was like, oh, he's the Man Without Fear, but if he gets afraid, he dies. So like your health meter is a fear meter, and the more you get afraid, you die. That was stupid. I crossed that off the list. But at the same time, of course, we could be realistic. I don't think Daredevil is getting a full-fledged AAA release title anytime soon. I don't think he's getting a big, huge next-gen game. It just doesn't really seem like it would make sense. But maybe like a point-and-click adventure, or maybe something a little smaller, a little more independent, with like quirky graphics, not realistic, crazy 3D graphics. There's a lot you could actually do with Daredevil. Like I said, the fact that he's not just a Batman guy prowling the streets. It's the fact that he is a lawyer by day. And that's actually really cool. It sounds boring, but that could be really cool. Think of Arkham Knight or something mixed with Ace Attorney. So there you have it, Marvel. The cards are on your table. Make a Daredevil game. There's a lot of things you can actually do. Well, at first glance, you look at the surface, there doesn't seem like there's really that much you can do, but if you use your mind and take a step at a time, you can do anything that you wanted to. But most importantly, guys, this is a gameranx topical vid, so I wanted to put this question out to you guys. Do you think a Daredevil game could work? Would you play it? And most importantly, also let us know what underrated superhero would you like to see have a video game. There's a lot of superhero video games out there, but honestly, there kind of aren't enough. There's not enough representation for all the awesome characters that we love. So let us know in the comments what superhero you would like to see in a video game. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you think I'm an okay person, maybe like this video. It really helps us out. And subscribing is even better because we do videos like this, we do top 10 lists, we do giveaways. We're giving away an Xbox One right now, so definitely check that out. But as always, guys, I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.